Hello, this is Leslie Lee, and welcome to Simply Tarot, where I give intuitive advice to empower your life. This is a pick your card reading, where we'll determine which psychic ability or abilities you may have been gifted, which psychic abilities you may want to develop, or which psychic abilities lay latent that are from the universe. As always, these are cards 1 through 4, 5 through 8. Make your selection by looking at the card or the crystal. Whichever cards you pick, that message is for you. And I do encourage you to pick more than one card because I do believe we have more than one psychic ability. As always, the timestamps are in the description area below for your convenience. And we'll start with cards 1. If you pick cards 1, your ability, your psychic ability, may be ear chakra, listening for the truth, and meditate. Now you may be clairaudient. This ability is when you have the gift of hearing from source, from angels, from your spirit guides. You may even hear your past loved ones. This information comes from the people that are helping you on your path, looking out for you and giving you insight and information to steer you down the right path. If you have questions you need answers to, you may receive your answers through hearing. You may hear a certain song on the radio that says a certain word or phrase that you've been needing to hear that will help you in whatever situation you're in. You may hear something on the TV. You may hear a conversation going on that has nothing to do with you, but what they said in that conversation hits home. That is one form of receiving information through hearing. Another, which I could connect with, is hearing information in your mind. I know it sounds a little out there, but what this is your guides giving you information that you need, that you hear in your mind. And it's similar to when you're reading to yourself. If you read a passage, you could do this now. Read anything, read the thing that's next to you, read something from your phone and read it in your head, and you hear yourself in your head. That's similar to clairaudience. You will hear messages in your head, and usually these messages will come to you in the form of words or phrases, and it happens to me a lot when I'm doing readings. I would get a word that pops into my mind or a phrase that pops into my mind, and I know that that message is meant for that person who's listening. Just a disclaimer: when you are getting messages, when you are hearing messages from the other side, from your higher self, from your spirit guides and angels and the universe in general, these messages are always positive, always knowledge filled, always encapsulated with such insight that helps you, that helps others, that will move you into a more positive direction. If you ever hear anything that is negative, that is putting you down, that is telling you you're not good enough, that is telling you to do something that may hurt other people or hurt yourself, that is not the same thing. That's a whole different subject. Right now we're talking about the spiritual messages, and if you pick these cards, you may have that ability. Keep your ears open, especially when you are in need of some insight, especially if you're in need of some answers or direction. You may hear through TV, radio, conversation, that sort of thing. You may hear your insight. You may hear your answers. You may get inspiration or motivation you need through those mediums. That's the gift that you inherit. Okay, moving on. Moving on to cards 2. If you pick cards 2, then your psychic ability may be mediumship, visions of life beyond death, connect. Now this indicates that you may have the ability to actually connect with people who've passed, with loved ones who've passed, with spirits or ghosts. You may have the ability to even channel those who have passed. You may feel the presence of loved ones. You may feel their connection. You may get insight and information from past loved ones. When you get a message, either through hearing or feeling or just knowing, you know that that message has come from a past loved one or someone who is not here on this plane with us. Mediumship also talks about connecting to those who are on the other side in the form of your higher self, your spiritual guides, your angels, those that are connected to the universal consciousness who have that information and insight that we on this realm, on this plane, may not. So you have that ability to connect, to see and feel and know things from the other side, to know that there is life beyond death. You are that person that could connect that realm with those from this realm and give messages. You may not wish to actually perform mediumship. You may not wish to become professional at it or to connect for career purposes. This can be an ability that you have just for you. Some way to connect with your loved ones and allow them to help you in whatever information, insight, and direction you're seeking in your life. So definitely pretty powerful there. Now we're going to move on to cards 3. If you pick cards 3, your psychic ability may be listen to your intuitive feelings, receiving, and sense. Tune into your intuition. It is all about having that heightened intuition. Now, I do feel like most of us have intuition anyway. Some may have it more developed than others. Some may not truly trust in it or understand how they connect with it, so they may be a little bit apprehensive about the feelings they receive or the hits that they get or the insight that they're tuning into. This is all about opening yourself up to knowing that you are picking up subtle energy, subtle influences from other people, from surrounding energies, and even those energies on the other side that are giving you insight, knowledge, wisdom, and guidance. It's all about connecting with that intuitive part of you that knows what others don't see, don't know, don't feel, don't sense. You have that ability. There is a sixth sense here. I do believe intuition is our sixth sense. It's that feeling that we get when we're in a situation and we are encouraged to make a move. For instance, if we're in a situation that we just don't feel right, that something is off, that we want to get out of that situation, and we leave that situation and then realize it was a good call because something happened with that situation and you removed yourself from it. So you protected yourself. Let me be more specific. If you're in a relationship and you've been getting these signs and these red flags that, this person may not be telling you the truth. This person may not be as honest or genuine as they appear to be to other people. Something's not right here. Something's not right. And then later on, you are proven that you were right. That's your intuition. And that intuition is letting you know ahead of time, before you even have any ideas or clues or other information, that you are in a position that you may want to remove yourself from. So that is just one example, but you are definitely intuitive. You are definitely able to connect with your sixth sense, and it's all about sensing. It's all about feeling. Make sure whatever you feel in whatever environment you're in, that you trust that. Definitely. Okay, moving on. Moving on to cards 4. If you pick card 4, then your psychic ability may be you are profoundly clairvoyant. Inner trust and trust. Your intuition is there to guide you. Now, this talks about you being clairvoyant. Clairvoyant means clear seeing. You have the ability to see, to visualize, or maybe even your imagination may be connected to this. Things that you imagine, like if you daydream and you see something and it's playing out in your head. It could play out in videos or in images, little snapshots of images. It could be clear images, it could be symbols. Whatever you're receiving, there is a meaning there, and it's meant for you to interpret. So those visions allow you to see things that people can't see with their naked eye. That could be seeing future visions. That could be seeing something or someone for who they really are, that could be seeing deeper in a situation beyond what others could see with the naked eye. You actually tune into the nitty-gritty and pick out exactly what information is hidden amongst that kind of fuzzy field. You may even have the ability to visualize. If you are a creator or artist, you may see images in your head that are so clear, that have so much detail to them. And this is where your abilities lie. You could see these visions that can actually help you in your future, help steer you on the right path, help keep you out of trouble, help those surrounding you if you share what you see and how you interpret the images you see. It's all about trusting yourself, trusting what it is you're seeing. Sometimes you may not trust it fully because you believe that it is your imagination. But a way to work on this is to definitely do visualization exercises, meditation, where you could connect with what it is you're seeing, and writing your information down. Whatever it is you see, write it down so you can look back on it and see how accurate it was in determining future events or outcomes. But however this plays out for you, know that whatever it is you are seeing, whatever you're visualizing, there is meaning there for you, and it's up to you to determine the interpretation of that and how that will help you in your life. Okay, moving on. Moving on to cards 5. If you pick cards 5, your ability may be third eye chakra, big bold vision, and dream. Explore your subconscious. Now this talks about you opening your third eye. This tells you that you may have the ability to see things not only in a clairvoyant type of way, but you may actually see spirits. You may see angels. You may have visitations. You may see people's auras. You may have this ability to see something that other people can't. That doesn't necessarily mean future seeing, prophetic seeing, or seeing something that is yet to happen. You could see things that everyone can't see with their naked eye. By developing this ability, you may actually find ways to communicate on a level that others aren't able to. You can communicate knowledge, you can communicate insight, direction, support. You may even receive messages in your dreams, because when you awaken and open that third eye, it's almost a connection to the other side. It's a connection to your subconscious. It's a connection to the universal consciousness. It's a connection to that other realm where dreams lie. And you can use the information that you receive through opening your third eye to help better your life, your world, your future, and those who surround you. It's all dependent on how you interpret the messages you receive. And you may be good at dream interpretation. This is one of my abilities as well, that you are connected to symbols so much that you could interpret those symbols and those dream symbols, and you find the message within them, that message that you may need for your betterment, or a message you want to give to others to help them in their lives and with their betterment. So definitely, if you're looking to develop your third eye, I would start with meditation. There are guided meditations on YouTube that I would recommend, and as simple as 10 minutes a day, 5 minutes a day. All you have to do is connect with yourself, to connect subconsciously, and it will then open you up to so many things and energies that you could see and feel, and it will definitely help expand you and your knowledge of life and life beyond. It's very powerful. So, moving on. Okay, moving on to card 6. If you pick card 6, then your psychic ability may be emotional sensitivity. She feels, she knows, and go within. You may be empathetic. You may have the ability to empathize on a scale that is unlike a lot of human beings. You may look at someone and know exactly what they're going through because you see the pain or the emotion on their face. You may be in someone's presence and feel their energy and know what to say at the right time, know what to say to empower them, or know what to say to help them through whatever they're going through. It's all about being very sensitive to the energies other people exude, And this is definitely an ability that is thrown upon you from the universe, because not everyone has this ability to connect with others on a deep emotional level. You may find yourself being very sensitive to others and their plights. You may even be that person that cries during sad movies, cries during happy movies. Not only cry, but relate to other people on that emotional level. Things that other people go through, you may resonate with that because you feel what they feel, that sort of thing. And this ability is definitely something I wish we all had. I wish it was something we all had naturally and continue to develop throughout our lifetime, because I do feel like this ability will actually bring us together in the world. A lot of people won't look at, skin color or sexual orientation or what makes us different if we connect with our emotions more. If we look at that person as just another energy that is just like us, that feeling of emotion that connects us, that's what will connect us and be more strong than the things that separate us that could be so superficial, So definitely, I love this ability, and this is something I wish we all could develop. And the way to develop this ability is to definitely open yourself up to looking at other people as if you were looking at yourself. It's as simple as treating other people how you want them to treat you. Looking at that person as if that was you. Walking in that person's shoes. Putting yourself in that person's shoes so you could feel exactly what they feel and see things through their perspective and through their eyes. It's as simple as that. But the hard part is wanting to do that, because you will take on a lot of their emotions, a lot of their feelings, a lot of their energy. So when you do that, protect yourself with that loving, healing energy of white light and protection. But this is something that is a gift. Okay, moving on. Oh, I'm messing up all of this, aren't I? Okay. Try to keep it as even as possible. Moving on to card 7. If you pick card 7, then your psychic ability may be: you are a powerful light worker. Heaven sent and ground, stay connected to the source. Now this talks about having this ability to use your spirituality, use the insight you are given in whatever form you are given, and to try to make the world a better place. And I don't mean that in, the cheesy way. I mean that giving all you have to give to allow other people to evolve, to grow, to heal, to learn. It's about using your abilities to give. It's more about letting out the energy so other people can transform themselves for the better, and then they too let out their energy to inspire and motivate others. It's all about that. You may feel a deep sense of connecting to other people and spreading the truth, spreading insight, spreading knowledge and wisdom, and spreading inspiration. You want them to heal. You want them to better themselves. You want them to go forth and show what it is they are capable of and how they can help mold this world into something beautiful, It's about connecting to that source energy, connecting to your angels, your guides, connecting to the universe, and having a purpose to make change. It's all about that. Being a light worker is about making change. You are awakened. You are spiritually awakened. You are possibly going through a journey to continue to be awakened. And you want others to go along that journey with you, because you see how beautiful it is, how refreshing it is, how open it is, how freeing it is, And that's what your ability here is. And that ability can take on forms of being intuitive, because I do believe, hands down, we are all intuitive, just on different levels. That ability can be something you feel, empathy for, empathizing with others and connecting with them on that emotional level. That ability can be mediumship. You may get messages from past loved ones or from your guides and angels, and you want to spread that word, you want to spread that positivity and infect people with change, That's what this ability here is all about. And you have that in you. So this is definitely a calling for you. If you feel like you are lost and you don't know which way to go, just tune into that ability, and it will steer you on the right path, I promise you. Okay, moving on. All right. If you picked card 8, your psychic ability may be crown chakra. Bring it into form and create. It's all about receiving insight, knowledge, wisdom, and inspiration through creating. This is definitely a gift. This gift is talented gift. A talented gift that you seem like you were born into, that you just knew upon waking up. This could be musically inclined gift. This could be artistic, as in writing or creating, drawing, painting, making something, sculpting something, putting your thoughts and ideas out there to help others create and inspire others to make and to craft and to build, This is definitely a gift because it is connecting talent to your imagination and your imagination to source. Your imagination is right up there with intuition. So your intuition and your imagination is in that same realm, which is why some of us who get intuitive insight often feels like it's just our imagination. But no, this is a gift given to you from the universe, from source. This is a calling of yours that was instilled in you, possibly from a young age, to get you connected to other people in a way that will inspire them and change their lives, change your lives, change other people's lives through inspiration, It's about using your gifts to motivate others. It's about using your imagination to open yourself up to your intuition, to getting a message out there, a message about change, about love, about healing, about helping, Opening up your crown chakra will open up your intuition and allow insight to come through from the other side. It can even be from your past loved ones, your angels, your spirit guides, source itself, and using that insight and that information and putting it into a creative form where other people will consume it, and they will take on that loving, positive energy, and they would want to create as well. And if they're not creating after listening to your words or receiving your message, then they're sharing what it is that they feel when they hear your music or when they read your work or when they see your art, It's all about connecting with that imagination that connects with intuition, that motivates and inspires people for change, for healing, for aiding others, for being bigger than their selves, for putting that energy out into the world to be, quote, godlike, end quote, and create. So open up. This card says, pay attention to your ideas as they are messages of true divine guidance sent in answer to your prayers. So definitely stay open to all that comes through you from your imagination, because I do believe your imagination is also inspiration and guidance from your intuitive energy that surrounds you. Definitely. Keep creating, keep going forth, keep putting out there your work because it's inspiring other people. I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and for all your support. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. I love doing these videos for you. And when I see that you love it too, it inspires me to create more. And I hope I inspire you to make change and to heal and to go forth and create and do whatever it is that your heart is calling you to do. Thank you so much. I'll have more videos like this for you soon, and I will see you soon.